All right, let's try number 19 here. So 7x plus 13 minus 9x equals 17 minus, ooh, I'm running out of room. These are so long. Better back up a little bit. Okay, 7x plus 13 minus 9x equals 17 minus 15x plus 13x minus 4. There's the wall. There we go. All right, so give it a try. Let's try to solve that. So what do you do with x's on the same side? Yeah, so the 7x and the minus 9x, those are on the same side. They just add, subtract together. They just combine, right? Combine like terms. So 7x minus 9x is minus 2x. Good to there. And then on the other side, 17 minus 4, 13. And then minus 15x plus 13x is minus 2x. Exactly. Is that good to there? Now, oh, this is a weird one, isn't it? Yeah, this one's weird. Let me just fit. I'm not going to put this on the test. Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So what do we do next? Now, what do you do when you have x's on opposite sides?
You cancel one out.
Yeah, get rid of one of them, huh? So you just do the opposite, right? Whenever we have them on opposite sides. Well, it turns out it's going to cancel both of them, huh? And all we have is 13 equals 13. What's that? That's weird. Yeah, it is weird. I'm not going to put this on the test. Let me write a note. When all x's drop out, right? When the x's just drop out, you know what it means? It means all or nothing. It means one of these two options as far as, all, one of the weird options, all solutions or no solutions, all or nothing. How do you know which one? If the numbers left are equal, then it means all real numbers. If the numbers left are not equal, it means no solution. So it's just all about, are the numbers equal? Yeah, they are. So that means all reals. It's B. It's option B there. All real numbers. What that means is anything will make that equation true. Any number will make that equation true. Right? You can tell right here. Well, I don't want to mess with it anymore. It just means anything makes that true. There's no way to make it false. Right? You can tell easy at that level. Look at that level right there. You can plug any number you want in for x, and negative 2x plus 13 is going to equal 13 minus 2x. They're the same thing. They're exactly the same. Doesn't matter what you plug in for x. X has got to be the same thing, on both sides, and so it's going to come out the same? Doesn't matter. All right, so those are dumb. I'm not going to put those on the test. Let's move along. Okay, 21. So I'll write it up here. 5 parentheses x minus 6 plus 4 equals 7 parentheses x plus 2 minus 8. There's the wall. Try that one. Solve for x. Distribute. So distribute 5x minus 30. distribute 7x plus 14. Keep going. Minus 30 plus 4, those are just add them, subtract them, was at minus 26. And 14 minus 8 was at 6. So we get to there. We get to there. Now, we have x's on opposite sides. What do we do when we have x's on opposite sides? Yeah, get rid of one of them, right? So they are on only one side. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter which one you get rid of. You can get rid of the 5x, get rid of the 7x. I'll just get rid of the 5x, I guess. But you could go minus 7x from both sides. That'd work just as well. Doesn't matter. Just get rid of one of them, right? Everybody good with that? When you have x's opposite sides, get rid of one of them. So what is that? What does that do for us? Minus 26. These guys here make what? 2x? So we get to there. X is saying, I want to be alone. Want to be alone. So what do we do to get x alone there?
You subtract 6.
Yeah, subtract that 6, right? So let's do that. Like that. So that's what? Minus 32 is 2x. Good to there. Last step is always to divide, right? To divide by the identical twin by exactly what is next to x. So what is that? Negative 16? Negative 16. And we are done. Just like that. Is that good? Questions I can answer on that one. We good? So I'm going to flash off of that quick as I can because, yeah, it's really messy. And there's not anything this messy on the test. So I'm not interested in spending lots of time on it. I'm going to make it an X. Instead of a C. Okay, there we go. Big, ugly mess. So, yeah, you just got to be careful. There's nothing, like I said, there's nothing quite this messy on the test. One really common mistake people make is right here, this 5 minus 3 right here, is they go ahead and subtract that and make it 2, and that's actually illegal. You can't do that. Why not? Why can't you subtract those and make that 2? Right, because the 3 needs to the negative 3 needs to multiply first. So you can't subtract. Remember I said you don't even need to memorize PEMDAS. Don't even worry about that. Just remember the bottom of PEMDAS, adding, subtracting, right? Just remember the last thing is adding, subtracting. You'll be fine with the rest. So we can't subtract right now, huh? Adding, subtracting is last. So don't do that. That's a real common mistake. Instead what? Well, instead take that negative 3 and distribute, huh? Do the multiplying first. So take it from there. Do that. Multiply through those parentheses. Did you get it's a plus 3x there, huh? And we're distributing through the inner parentheses first. Oops. We good there so far? So I distributed through those parentheses. Yeah. And then in here we're going to add 5 minus 12 and minus 12 plus 2. Going to combine those. Plain old numbers. That good? So that'll be what? Negative 7. This will be what? Minus 10 there. Good to there? Just combining stuff, right? Numbers with numbers. All right, and then we take that 3 on the outside, and we go boom, boom. And the 5 is going to go boom, boom, right? Whatever's up against the bracket or parenthesis, going to distribute. I'm running out of room. I want to bring it up here, I guess, somewhere. Minus 21 plus 9x minus 5. Whoops, no room. So try again. Minus 21 plus 9x minus 5 equals, it'll be what, 75x minus 50 minus 26. That good when I distributed? And then gather, numbers with numbers again. So this is just a really long problem. Minus 21 minus 5. What's that going to be? 9x minus 26. And here, 75x minus 50 minus 26 is minus 76, huh? I'll bring it over here. 9x minus 26 equals 75x minus 76. There's the wall. So, so we're almost there. What we have x is opposite side. Got rid of all the parentheses, brackets, everything's getting cleaner. X is on opposite sides of the wall. What do? Get rid of one of them, huh? Just do the opposite of sum. You can either go minus 9x to get rid of the 9x, both sides. You can go minus 75x, get rid of that one. But whatever you do both sides. It doesn't matter. Do whichever you prefer. So I'm just going to go minus 9. I usually just do the lower one, but you don't have to. Minus 9x on both sides. Boom. That's gone. Minus 26 equals something.
66.
Thank you. 66x minus 76, like that. X is saying I won't be alone. So you know the rest, right? Now we just add 76. Kind of getting away here. Add 76 to both sides. Gonzo. So what's that going to be? 50? And that's 66x. And then divide by 66. So there, finally, is our answer. It's a terrible problem. And then reduce that. We even got to reduce it. We're still not done. Divide top, take 50 over 66. Divide top and bottom by 2, huh? So what is that going to be? 25 33rds. There it is. Can you even read that down there? Sorry. It's going to be 25 33rds. I don't know. I'm kind of out of room. Can you? Wish they didn't have that little thing. There. So the final answer, 25 33rds. There we go. Divide top, bottom by 2. All right, you got that one? That's a terrible one. There's nothing that messy on the test. So I'm going to leave that behind. If that's okay, you got that down. It'll be on YouTube if I'm going too fast, but I do want to get to. Let's do 24. All right. So we've got 0.7 times 5x plus 3 equals 1.1 minus parenthesis x plus 6. Okay. So decimals, I would just use the calculator. Decimals, just use your calculator to do the adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing on that. So distribute. So what is that? Is that 3.5x, 2.1. Now remember that minus sign in front of those parentheses, it's going to distribute to both, right? That minus sign right here, it's going to go boom, boom, right? It's going to become minus x minus 6, huh? Good with that? Take it from there. And then 1.1 minus 6, is that minus 4.9? Know what that is? Go to there. I just subtracted those numbers, right? I just did 1.1 minus 6. Which led to the negative 4.9. Now we have x's on opposite sides. So you know what to do. Just get rid of one of them. Doesn't really matter which one. Just do the opposite of one of them to get it to cancel out. So the opposite like that. Is that good? So 3.5x plus x. Good, yeah. Do y'all realize that's going to actually be 4.5x? Why? Because there's really an understood invisible 1. Remember when there's no number in front of an x, it's always 1, really? Because why? Because 1 times x is still just x. It doesn't really change anything. It's like it's really there. So 3.5 plus 1 is 4.5, right? It doesn't make 3.6. It's not a 0.1, right? It's a whole number 1. So 1.0. It's like $3.50 and one more dollar, right? $4.50, right? Kind of thing. Plus 2.1 is, whoops, I forgot the minus there. Minus. Careful with your minus. Make them big. That might help not lose them. All right, so we get to here. You know what to do from here, right? X is going to want to be alone. So subtract the 2.1 from both sides and bring down the 4.5x is minus, what's that, 7? And then last step is always divide. You divide by the identical twin. Same sign, same everything. Divide by 4.5. And so just hit the buttons on your calculator. What is negative 7 divided by 4.5? 1.5? Like just exactly?
With the line above it.
Oh, 1.5555?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. 1.5. Now it wants me to round. It says round to the nearest hundredth. So remember how the rounding thing works? The first place after the decimal is called the tenths place. The next place is the hundredths, right? Because 100 has 2 zeros, so it's 2 places. So the hundredths, when they say hundredths, just think 2 zeros, they want me to go 2 places. So you circle the second place after the decimal. That's how we always round, right? Circle the spot they're talking about and look 1 to the right of that. Look 1 to the right. If the 1 to the right of that is 5 or more, you go up. Otherwise, you leave it, right? So we'll say 1.56. Is that good? Other people get that answer as 1.5 is repeating? All right? So then 1.56 is the answer they want. So just use calculator for all those decimals. Is that okay? Questions on that one? No questions? We good? You don't look overly thrilled about it. Any questions I can answer? I'll keep asking because you don't look totally happy. Is it okay? Anything I can answer?
Isn't it negative?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. It is negative. You're totally right. I forgot about that minus sign. Like I was saying, don't forget your negative signs. I was just trying to demonstrate. Well done. Good? Anything else? That good? All right. And then I'll move on to the next section. So one more time on this. So 5 halves x plus 1/4 x equals 11/4 plus x. Okay. So this is the one I'm talking about. We're not going to come in here and do common denominator. Well, we are going to do, but not like that. That's not what I'm going to do. Does everybody see what I'm saying? Don't do top and bottom. Don't do top and bottom. Why not? Because when you have an equal sign, kill denominators, right? This is the hitman. You call the hitman. With an equal sign, you have a license to kill them, right? Multiply through. So what is the common denominator here? 4. So I'm just going to go 4, 4, 4, 4. Like that, right? Just in the top. Only in the top, not top and bottom. Yeah, and here's another way I can say. In like 2 weeks, we're going to get really serious about all this with fractions. There's going to be letters, like fancy letter expressions, top and bottom and everywhere. We're going to get real serious about all this. And so just to kind of prep you, all of a sudden I lost my train of thought. What was I going to say about that? We don't do top and bottom because we're thinking left and right. That's the main thing. Start thinking that thought. When you have an equal sign, all of your thinking is left side of the equal sign, right side of the equal sign, not top bottom. Not top bottom. Does that make sense? So in math, we're always keeping the balance, and there's 2 ways to do that. Top bottom or left right. Well, how do you know which one? You have an equal sign? Left right. Always. So equal sign problems are different. We treat them different. Well, how different? You have a left and a right. And so all of your work is do the same thing on the left that you do on the right. Not same top and bottom, same left and right. So I put a 4 on the left and I put a 4 on the right. Not top, bottom. Left, right. Only the top. And then cancel. So go ahead, cancel and let him do his job. He wants to kill denominators. Let the hitman do his job. Take out denominators. Whatever's left over multiplies, right? So cancel and what's left over multiplies. So the first one, 2 goes into 4 2 times. What's left over? 2 times 5 times x. 10x. Plus. So far so good? Does that make sense? So 2 divided in. Why does it go in? Because that 4 is really over 1, right? I don't want to clog it up with too much writing, but it is, right? Whole numbers are over 1. They're in the top, really, aren't they? That's why they cross-cancel with things in the bottom, right? Things under the bar cancel into those whole numbers because whole numbers are over 1. So 4 over 1, cross-cancel. So do the middle and the other 2. Cancels here, right? 1x. Oops, I'm doing all different colors here. Whoops. Cancels 1x, right? Just 1x. Cancel 4. Cancels here, 11. And there it's just 4x. Good? No more fractions. We killed them. They're out of there. Much easier now, right? So we always do first step when we have fractions. So just get rid of them. All right. From here, it's pretty regular. I'm just going to go quick. 10x and 1x is 11x. Just add them up. Now we have x's opposite sides. You know what to do. Get rid of one of them. It doesn't really matter which one. I'm going to get rid of the 4x from both sides. And then that'll give me 7x is 11. Last step. Just divide by the 7. We're done. 11 over 7. That's the answer. Good on that? Questions on that? You okay with the fractions? All right, so we need to be done with that section. We are done. Let's stop there.